As probably all of you in this room knows, there's been an unprecedented amount of consolidation in the gold sector of late. And it shouldn't be a surprise to us because investors have really lost interest in the gold space and in gold equities. In the last 5 or 10 years, we've seen the liquidity in the gold stocks come off by 60 or 70%. We've seen the number of analysts in the space decline from about 50 to 60 analysts to down to 15 to 20 analysts today. And the result is that the majors have consolidated. And it's not a surprise, you know, when you think about this apathy amongst investors. But I think that sets us up for a really good future in the gold space. And in fact, if you look back, 1997, Newmont bought Santa Fe. And then towards the bottom of the last cycle, Barrick bought Homestake. And right about the bottom of the last cycle, of course, the Kinross three-way took place. Kinross merging with Echo Bay and TVX to form the new Kinross. That was in 2002. And of course, the rest is history. We had a huge bull run in gold and gold equities. And it was marked by this M&A activity, this consolidation at the bottom. So what is the state of the gold industry today? This is it. We're producing about 120 million ounces of gold a year in a sector that's only finding about 20 million ounces a year. It's a huge disconnect. Revival Gold was put together precisely to address that gap between the pace of global discovery and the pace of global production. We're backed by Orion Mine Finance with a veteran team focused on brownfields assets in good geography. This is our performance over the last couple of years, year and a half since formation. This is our capital structure, $34 million market cap, as I said, backed by Orion Mine Finance with only 42 million shares outstanding. This is our team. This is a veteran team. This team has literally delivered billions of shareholder values through the course of their careers. Diane Garrett is our independent chairman. Wayne Hubert's on our board, former CEO of Andean Resources, has deep roots with our project in Idaho. And we've also got on our board Don Byrak, former VP Exploration with Coeur d'Alene Mining. I'm a mining engineer by training. I've been in the business for 30 years, and I'm leading this business to address that gap in gold discovery, gold production, in good geographies, in good quality projects. We're just underway now, and I'm really happy to be able to introduce this story to some of you. Others I can see in the audience are familiar with the story. We're positioned in North America, as I mentioned. Our founding asset is the ARNETT BEARTRACK property in Idaho. Why Idaho? Because it's a state that's got a lot of geological potential that's been much overlooked in the past. You're now starting to see a number of juniors in the space, followed recently in the last year and a half, too, by some majors, including Barrick and Agnico. BEARTRACK's a former producing open pit heap leach operation, produced about 100,000 ounces a year in the 1990s, and it was shut in 2000 when the price of gold went below $300 an ounce. Last year in May, we announced a maiden resource at the BEARTRACK project of approximately 2 million ounces, with about 2/3 of that in the indicated category. We also extended the strike on the deposit area about almost a kilometer north of the south of the existing resource at BEARTRACK. Lots of progress with the drill bit in 2018, and we'll be following that up in 2019. I'm going through the presentation rather quickly here, but I want to show you the land position in total. The left branch on this slide is the ARNETT property position. The right branch of this property position is the BEARTRACK land position. And you can see through the center of it a major fault structure known as the Panther Creek Fault. It's the reason why there's a gold deposit here at BEARTRACK. It's the host for the deposit at BEARTRACK. And at the neighboring ARNETT project, we've got additional structures that host oxide material close to surface. Total land position there, about 5,000 hectares. At BEARTRACK, we have 5 kilometers of strike length, mineralized down to a depth of about 600 meters that we know of. The deposit's open at depth, and it's open to the southwest. This is some of the drilling we achieved in 2018. Sets us up very well for a follow-up program in 2019. 15 holes across that deposit area, and you can see to the south where we've extended that mineralized structure about 1 kilometer south of the existing resource. One of the main attractions of the BEARTRACK property for us, and right within theme for Revival Gold and this quest we were on to address the gap between pace of global discovery and pace of global production, is the brownfields aspect, the existing infrastructure that sits on the BEARTRACK property. We're about 17 kilometers from the town of Salmon, Idaho, population 3,000 people. We've got an ADR plant, we've got leach ponds, we've got power, roads. This site is ready-made for a potential restart. At ARNETT, on the neighboring land position, we've got approximately half the position in underexplored belt of rocks. We've got 2 contact zones. As I said earlier, we've got oxides close to surface. Our drilling in 2018 across 400 meters of strike in the Haiti zone to the north came up with near-surface oxide material, all 125 meters in shallower. And as I said, 400 meters of strike. We'll be continuing on with that program this year as we're permitting to drill across the property position at ARNETT. What's next? As I've talked about, drilling at BEARTRACK, drilling at ARNETT. We're targeting between 5,000 and 10,000 meters of drilling this year. We'll do a follow-up program of MET test work, and then we'll be into initiating a resource update at BEARTRACK ARNETT by the end of the year. Quickly, in summary, this is a company that's fast-tracked. We're backed by Orion Mine Finance with a veteran team. We've got a proven property, brownfields, with a team that has intimate familiarity with the project and with the state of Idaho. And we've got lots of milestones ahead. It'll be an exciting 2019. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen. If you want to learn more about the company, come and visit us. We're at booth just around the corner, right behind me here. Thanks very much, everybody.